Hey everybody, welcome to Rican Muslim. I'm your host, Rican Muslim. Subscribe, like, comment, and share. So yeah, actually going back to Army of Satan. I did the first five, so continue on. Part six, the Cabinet of Satan. Let's watch this.
إنه لكم عدو مبين
قال أنا خير منه خلقتني من نار وخلقته من طين قال فاخرج منها فإنك رجيم وإن عليك لعنتي إلى يوم الدين قال رب فأنظرني إلى يوم يبعثون قال فإنك من المنظرين إلى يوم الوقت المعلوم قال فبعزتك لأغوينهم أجمعين إلا عبادك منهم المخلصين قال فالحق والحق أقول لأملأن جهنم منك وممن تبعك منهم أجمعين.
So people have been talking about Iblis. Where is he? His throne. The Prophet ﷺ has reported, in a very sound hadith, which is in Muslim, reported by Jabir, that عرش الشيطان عرش إبليس على الماء. عرش إبليس على الماء. The throne of Iblis, the throne of Shaitan, this is the master Shaitan. The master Shaitan, his throne is on water. Where? What water? What ocean? Allahu Ta'ala A'lam. But there are certain indications that could maybe tell us where his throne could be. There's another hadith where it says, إنه, this is also in Muslim, إنه عند برزخ الماء. عند برزخ الماء. What's a barzakh? A barzakh, it's like a partition, when you have the sweet water and the salty water, بينهما برزخ لا يبغيان, whereby the sweet water does not merge with the salty water. That's a barzakh. That's a partition. In this hadith, he says he is on this barzakh. His throne is on this barzakh. His throne is on this barzakh, which is again somewhere in an ocean. But now, I want to bring something up here. Have you heard of Triangle of Bermuda? What happens there? I mean, something that nobody could still explain up till today.
I know that people said a little bit about just weather patterns and everything on it, but it's always been such a strange thing, and nobody can figure out why is it there, was it not, it's just a random occurrence of weather and waves and so many things, but it just makes you think, could it be something more?
Flight 19, have you heard of Flight 19 that disappeared? All these flights and ships that disappeared. The South Tiger 1948, they got the black box. They hear the guy saying, I see something, I don't know what it is. And nobody could explain. I see something, I don't know what it is. And then they said, okay, we're sending help. It's been recorded. You can play it. You can find it on the internet. We're sending help. He said, okay. And then the guy comes back and he says, no, I cannot control the plane. I cannot control the plane. I don't know what's this. I don't know what it is. And then he goes back again and he says, don't send nobody. Don't send no one. Nobody can help. Don't send no one. And then he just, after some time, disappeared. It's not only one flight, but there's so many flights that disappeared and ships that disappeared off of this Bermuda. So some said, does that mean that maybe the throne of Shaitan is there? Allahu Ta'ala A'lam, but it could be.
Yeah, I mean, what is it, guarding something? Perhaps. It's just, and there's so many theories about it. I remember growing up as a kid, so many people talked about it and everything. But I mean, could this very well be where the throne of Shaitan is? That's it's never until I became a Muslim. This is not something I thought about again until now. And now with things that are going on, it's just I guess you could say it's a cool thing to think about or ponder. Um, Allah knows best, but you never know. Nobody can say that. I mean, people talk about now it because of movies and media how they downplayed organizations like that, but we see this with the global projects and things like you'll own nothing, and how the new world order, how now it went from being something that people talked about like it's something from movies and something that is they thought it was a fiction to now where it's just openly talking about it. It become a trend. It's trendy. Even people wanting to join these organizations, even though they're satanic in nature. So it's weird how it became from a phenomenon that was occult to now that it's just not just mainstream, but people fondly think of these things and they would like to be a part of it. It's strange. Mm, perfect pointer. Skulls and Bones leadership. I've heard about that. Knight Templar 6. You talk about Skull and Bones. When I was a Catholic, there's the Knights. I forgot what they call it. Something Knights of something. And we went through the whole. I went through the whole process. I thought it was like a brotherhood. I want to be formal with the church. And funny enough, part of the whole thing is that they group up together on it, and they actually have this table, and they take it out, and there's actually skulls and bones there. And I thought this doesn't look very Christian, and they talk about it as something you become a member for life, blah 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 on it. But I said, why the skulls and bones? I thought this was Christian on it, and it felt very not Christian, to say at least, on there. And I never really delved like into that on it again, but just the whole thing was always so off. And seeing this picture and that, it's like, yeah, this is something that is you do part of like a ritual to become a member of the Knights of something. I forgot what it is. It was many years ago, it was over 20 years ago. The World Bank.
Who or what is ultimately behind this? Or at least the depth of the rabbit hole got so far. Well, they ain't for a start. because they're just here today, gone tomorrow, people who are just puppets of a system that's here yesterday, today, tomorrow, and the next day. It's not him. I don't care if he's supposed to be the most powerful man in the world. He ain't. He's another bloody glove puppet. And anyone in that job, the same applies to. It's not him either. Here today, gone tomorrow, presidents and leaders who are replaced by other leaders. But the thing, the system, the direction goes on because there's something behind that that's pushing that direction on. And nor even is it the corporations. They're still at the level of playing out the control. It's not actually at the point of creating it. It's not the origin. It's not people sitting around tables. They're still at the point of playing it out. You can go into the shadows and you can get closer to where it's coming from, but you're still at the play out level. You go even deeper into the rabbit hole, really deep into the web. And that's where you find people like the Rothschilds and such like. You don't see us, but we control your life.
People don't understand just how much control that family has and how deep intertwining webs they have. And if you've seen what's happened in Mexico on their last election, the first female, just look into that and you see how far they go to put the people they want in place. And everybody's just like, like if that's normal. Yeah. And just look it up. Look how many people that were running for that election got killed, except for the one who won, surprisingly enough. And nobody bats an eye. Nobody in the world governments and everything when it talks about this, like it didn't even happen. Like it's just something common.
But there's levels beyond that, where it's coming from. But where is it? This reality that we're experiencing has been hijacked by a force that some ancient people call archons, but there's different names right across the ancient world for the same force, the same entities. And all over the world you see this. In the Far East, Central America, and other places, they're known as the serpent gods. The Zulus call them the Chitahuri, the children of the serpent. They're the Anunnaki in Sumer, Babylon, now Iraq. They're our snake brothers to the Hopi people of North America. They're the star people, many examples of that. They are the demons of Christianity. To the Gnostics, they are archons. And to the Islamic and pre-Islamic world, they're called the jinn.
Boom, right there. And a lot of conservative quote Christians on there who have stepped back and going, something is going on. There's an influence that's on there. And a lot of them have actually embraced an even more theistic belief of God, the supernatural, and so on, because they could feel it and they could sense it, they could see it. The force outside moving things on there. And some are even calling, hey, which religion talks about this the most, has books about it. Pondering about this, it's only really one, it's Islam. How to protect yourself from it, how to see with your own eyes what's really happening. May Allah have mercy on us.
And in their prime form, they are energetic in nature. The classic Satan is called the deceiver and the demon of demons, as this demiurge is called the archon of archons.
Is it Iblis? He's an army of the jinn. And that is spoken to, that things are in hadith. It's kind of reporting back and forth.
The shaitan, he sits with his shayateen, they're giving him reports. So one shaitan says, I made this man commit zina. One shaitan, he just hears him. This is in Bukhari and Muslim, so it's a sound hadith. and another shaitan comes and says, I made this man steal, I made this guy do this, I made this guy do that, I made this woman do this, I made this woman make, remove her hijab, I made. So they keep on, submitting their reports to him, and then one guy comes and say,
this jinni will stand up and say, today I was able to separate a husband and a wife. You know what shaitan will say? نعم أنت you are my man. Come out. And crowns him. Hadith Sahih Muslim, Hadith Jabir. Reflect upon this. Smoking weed is haram. Killing is haram. Adultery is haram. Name any sin you want. Divorce is not haram. Divorce is not haram. Why is he so excited? He's so happy about divorce. Why? Your enemy always likes to do what? Divide and conquer. Now he is able to divide the first unit in the community. Because look at your community. The community is made of what? Units. Imagine a wall, bricks. The family is the first brick in the community. The first unit. Becomes then easy to divide the community, divide a congregation. He has long-term plans.
And that is something that has been, in the West. Right now, marriage is a joke now. Complete joke. Everyone talks about it like, this is the patriarchy, something that you bygones on. It's all about having girlfriends and boyfriend and live together for a while. You pass yourselves around. Women pass themselves around like they were toys, while making kids, and in between those kids are just in broken homes. Everybody applauds it. Yes, progress. It's progress. That's right. As long as we're united. Allah protect us. Allah guide us. But yeah, we see that a lot. This is something that is becoming more and more of a. It's just regular now. Even in the Ummah, divorce everywhere. People are just divorcing each other because governments and everything. It's all progress. It's progress. It's women do that. Oh, you're empowering yourself. Forget about your kids. Forget about the family unit. Who cares about? You gotta think about yourself. Yourself is the most important part. Allah, I'm worried about that. I'm worried about any of this. Yeah, dividing ourselves, dividing the Ummah, dividing our families, become the norm now. It makes you wonder, it makes you think. Let me know what you think about this video. And Ramadan Mubarak. Until next time.